Hi Novak, Laurent Vernier, Eurosport. Congratulations for the win today. At the end of the second set, your reaction, I've seen players win some Grand Slam and not react as you've done. Can you tell us how tough was the first two sets and what was it at the end of the second set?
Well, it was extremely tough for various reasons. First, 3 hours for two sets. I don't remember when I played last time, 3 hours, two sets, maybe against Nadal in one of our matches. But I mean, this was looking like, if I lost one of the first two sets, it was looking like it's going to go 4 or 5 hours. It was just a kind of a day and conditions that were, I think, very challenging for both players physically. Lots of exchanges. Serve was really not an advantage for either of us. Really, I mean, it was cat and mouse every single point, trying to outsmart your opponent. We were doing a lot of running, not just left, right, but forward, back, where he was, especially when he was playing from that end where he was playing against the wind, he was drop shotting a lot. So, he was making me work for every point. And yeah, I have to be, in the end of the day, when I draw a line, very content to win this match in 3 sets. Maybe it was, I would say, more desirable and probably more fair, I guess, if you see the kind of a match it was today, that this match went at least in 4 sets, because he was serving for it in the first. He had his chances also in the second. I had my chances. We both had chances. We both had kind of up and down. At one point I lost completely my second serve. 3 double faults in one game. Handed out the break when I was a break up. Weird things happening, to be honest, today. But yeah, that's Grand Slam tennis. For us, playing best of 5 and the slowest surface in sport. And I think I heard a lot of players. I actually talked with a lot of players. We all think that the balls are slower than they were in the previous years. So that makes it even more difficult to make a winner, So you got to work more for every point, and it prolongs the duration of the match, exerts more energy. But in the end of the day, it was a straight set win. I'm really glad that I managed to kind of gear up in the third. And now basically focus is on recovery and trying to get ready for next one.
Hi Novak, Eleanor Crooks from PA Media. We saw you call the trainer there at the end of the second set and get the treatment to your thigh. Is that fatigue rather than any kind of injury? And are you concerned at all about how you might pull up for the next round?
Look, we don't have much time to start to name the mini injuries I have, and the list is quite long. So I mean, but I don't want to sit here and talk about these things that are not preventing me from playing. I still kept on playing. These are the circumstances that you as a professional athlete have to deal with, accept it. Sometimes you need help from physio during the match. Sometimes you need pills. Sometimes you need help from the God or angels or whoever. And sometimes you just have to deal with the reality. And reality for me nowadays is that, yeah, my body is responding differently than it did a few years ago. So, I have to adjust to this new reality, so to say. But in the end of the day, I managed to finish the match, as I said, and on the court, you try to do your best, everything possible, so you can finish the match and win. That's what happened in the end.
In these conditions, is it easy for you to assess the level you're at right now? Is there even a point of assessing it, or is it a case of just doing with what you have right now in the tank?
Well, I'm very self-critical, so I know that I can always do better and I can always play better. But I also try to remind myself, as also the people in my team try to remind me daily, that there are a lot of positives and that I have to try to stay optimistic and look ahead and be in the moment, try to make the most out of it. And it's normal that during the tournament, regardless of the history that I have or experience or whatever, that I have my doubts. We all have our doubts. It's important to understand what are your strengths as well and focus on those, and deal, as you said, deal with what you have at the moment. And I'm happy with where I am, at the moment with my game. Can it be better? Certainly. But I still didn't drop a set. I did play quite a few tie breaks, but look, it's important to keep going. I've been in this situation really a lot of times in my career. So entering the second week, the matches, you have to expect that the matches are only going to get tougher. But if they don't get tougher, then it's great. But I have to be ready for it.
Hi, Novak. Hello. The other day, you spoke briefly about a patch you were wearing on your chest.
Yeah.
An Italian company, Tau Patch, I think they're called, Tau Technology, have said that that's what you were wearing. Can you share more about what benefits you get from it, whether that is it, and how long you've been wearing it for?
Just, I said a few days ago, it's all about Ironman. Just trying to be the Ironman of tennis.
Novak, you've won 22 Grand Slams and you're the only player left in the men's draw who's won Roland Garros before. So do you ever stop and think to yourself what it is that makes you different from everyone else competing on the tour right now?
Thank you for your question. I'm sorry. I was really trying to focus because your accent is a little bit strong, I still have a lot of, drive to be on the tour, particularly for slams. I've said it many times before, so, I try to focus the attention of the preparation and all the motivation and, prepare myself as best as I possibly can for Grand Slams where I want to peak and where I want to try to, hopefully get my hands on another Grand Slam title. I did it this year, so I know that I'm capable of that. Obviously, different surfaces, different conditions, different circumstances, but Grand Slam win is a Grand Slam win at this age, at this stage of my life. So I know that I still am capable, and I still possess the quality and the level of tennis that is necessary to challenge all the best players in the world for Grand Slam titles. So, I am grateful to be where I am, and how long that's going to last, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I don't have an end in my head clear, but as long as there's this drive, as long as I'm able to push myself on a daily basis, to really have a clear goals and objectives and things that are really pushing me to stand up every day and say, okay, I'm ready to do this, over again for God knows, how many times in my career. At times it's, especially nowadays, it is challenging, more challenging than it was when I was younger. But that's why I think it's extremely important for an athlete to have clear goal and objectives, long-term, short-term, because when you make a plan, when you make a strategy, and you know what the big goal is, then I guess it's easier to go on a weekly basis, on a daily basis about your business. So I try to have that clarity of what I'm doing, where I'm headed, what are the tournaments where I want to play the best and peak, and really give it all. So Roland Garros is one of the four of those tournaments.
Last one. Novak, can I just ask you about your relationship with the crowd here in Paris? Because it's obviously, it's been described over the last couple of days as one of the most hostile places to play tennis. And because you're the favourite, they often want to cheer for the underdog. So I wonder what your relationship is with that and how you feel you win them over as the match goes on.
Up and down, I would say, throughout my career. They gave me a lot of support. I think the years where I was losing in finals or, the last couple of steps before winning a title, those years, I received quite a lot of support and love, and I was very grateful for that. I have wonderful memories. I still get support, even today, and I think majority of the people comes to enjoy tennis or support one or the other player. But there are individuals, there are people, there are groups or whatever that love to boo every single thing you do, and that's something that I find disrespectful, and I frankly don't understand that. But it's their right. They pay the ticket. They can do whatever they want. At times, I will stay quiet. No, at times, actually. 99% of the times I'll stay quiet, and sometimes I'll oppose that. So because I feel when somebody is disrespectful, he or she deserves to have an answer to that, So that's what it is all about. Thank you. Thank you.